What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about the victory track of season, I believe 25, it's going to be. So we have Decay and Sugar Pill. So those were like, Alliance War metas previously. So basically this Decay tactic is very strong. Let's read it through. So you're immune to placebo buffs, and whenever you trigger a buff immunity, you place a 20% wither on the opponent with max stacks of 5. And then attacker has gained 35% resistance to damage over time effects for each debuff on the defender. So with 3 debuffs on the defender, you take no damage from anything like Kindred's Degeneration or like, I don't know, Mephisto's Incinerate. It's crazy. And then when the defender is knocked down, there's a 25% chance per debuff on them to activate a 10-second slow. And basically the defense tactic is that when you hit the opponent, you get some placebo buffs, and whenever a buff expires or is nullified, there's a 20% chance they go unstoppable. So, it's pretty bad because there's also MD involved in this if they, expire. And there is also this node Hazard Shift, Incinerate Poison. So 40% chance it plays an Incinerate on you and then it switches to Poison. So someone sent on Reddit here the Decay Champions. And basically those will work for every single fight when the opponent is a tactic defender. If the opponent is a tactic defender, that means you're going to place withers on them every time you hit them. And that's going to be more than 3 debuffs for the whole fight. And that means you're not going to take damage from Hazard Shift. Now, if the opponent is not a tactic defender, you need someone from here that can actually place debuffs with their own abilities. Let's say Quicksilver. Quicksilver can place a lot of those whiplashes. He can place a lot of those withers. So he will be fine even fighting someone that is not a tactic defender, because you're going to be ignoring the damage from Incinerate or Shock. So yeah. Not all of them from here are going to work for every single fight, but that's what you want to go for. And also, you don't want to have only tactic defenders, because like I said, if the opponent has a tactic attacker and you have a tactic defender to place, it's a very simple fight for them. So you want to mix some Sugar Pill defenders and some regular defenders. So some of the best Decay Champions right here that will be able to apply debuffs to be able to counter Hazard Shift damage. Titania will be amazing. Photon will be very good. Luke Cage can apply a lot of debuffs as well. Quicksilver, like I said. Silk most likely will be great because she applies those debuffs very quick. Count Nefaria would probably be decent because he applies those power detonations. I don't know exactly what they're called. Red Hulk would be very nice if you fight a tactic defender, because this guy does not place debuffs, but he ramps up really quick, being immune to Incinerate, and the fight starts with Incinerate. So that's going to be really good. Scream also applies debuffs, a ton of them as well. I don't know if there's like too many champions. Null, I would imagine, will do really great. Cassie most likely will do great too, because you can just have those powers things in there. Just going to re-trigger every time, so you're going to be fine. Now, moving on to the double immunity champions. So we have Anti-Venom, Red Hulk, Amber Frost, Iceman, Penny Parker, Ultron, Maestro, Kindred, Mephisto, and then Claire is the one you can't see towards the right. So those champions are going to be the ones that are fully double immune. You can use them anywhere, but if you fight a tactic defender with those, you're gonna have to be careful of the slow, or sorry, not the slow, the unstoppable, because there's a chance they get that unstoppable. But those champions can do every single fight, and pretty quick too. Like, I'd imagine Penny Parker would do like 40-second fights, because you can just SP1, SP2 them, and they're gonna die. So those champions would be very solid for your deck, 100%. Now, some other champions that I think will be great, if we move on into Aunt May right here, I want to show you some champions that I think I will put in my decks, at least some of them. So we're gonna go with the skill class. Science class has a ton of, tactic champions, but for some skill characters that I think will work really great in this meta, we got Mantis. I think Mantis will be really great. Shang-Chi as well with his cleanses, Crossbones. You're gonna struck off some debuffs if you have a high sig one, and then once you get to like 5 Furies, you're not gonna trigger the Hazard Shift, which is great. Kingpin can turn those debuffs into overpower, which is really nice. And then moving on to the mutant class, there are some champions that will work pretty well, I believe. AA will be decent if you get some nice RNG, because if you can keep those 3 neurotoxins, you're just not going to get any debuffs on you. Havoc would probably be a nice one too, because you start with Incinerate, and if you play some Incinerate on Havoc, you know, he just goes crazy with the damage. Same thing with Onslaught, you can just get a bunch of Incinerates on you and then quickly build up to the special 2, and I believe they will die really quick. Moving on to the Cosmic class. Cosmic class, we have Captain Marvel movie. She can probably go into the 25 charges really fast with that Incinerate coming up. So I think she's, if you get a rank 2-1, she might be worth it being in the deck. CGR, if you're quick enough to nuke the opponent with that first Incinerate hazard shift, that might be a really good play. And then I think Hulkling also deserves a shout out because he probably would be able to nuke the opponent with his Furies when we have the poison immunity. So, you know, he might be a bit slow, but I think if you don't have good options, that one is a decent one. And then for the Mystic class, I think Absman is pretty decent as well. You can start with that Incinerate form. Again, won't be that fast because you're immune to only one. But yeah, those were going to be my picks for the Victory Track meta. Like, I'm definitely going to include as many of those champions, like I said. Those ones right here. As many Decay Champions that I have. Like, I know that I have a rank 2 Luke Cage, a rank 3 Titania. I will definitely put those in. Probably Spider-Ham as well. Nefaria would definitely make my deck 100%. There's a chance I put Medusa as well. She's rank 2 right now. And I don't really have too many other champions ranked up right here. Like, I do have a rank 4 Cassie. I do have the rank 2 She-Hulk, which I don't know if I would put her in. Probably not. Photon, I'm thinking of just banning her because mine is 6 star. I just want to ban the 7 stars because she's going to be really powerful in this meta. And also, maybe I want to put in Hulk. But yeah, out of those, I definitely will have my Penny in. I'm going to think about Iceman. And then my Mephisto is definitely going to be in 2. Maestro will be in 2. And then I'm thinking of also taking Kindred. And that's going to be like my deck. Like, I'm just include some champions from this, some champions from this, and then the other ones that I called out, which I think would make a pretty good deck, and hopefully can make it through the victory track very, very quick. So yeah, guys, hopefully this video helped you. If it did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.